It's the start of the competition. We will see how the riders struggle at the beginning of today's meeting. At the gates, red, Greg Hancock. Blue helmet, Niels Christian Everson. White, Chris Harris. Yellow, wild card. Tapes go up. A dangerous situation. An even start for the pack. First, Niels Christian Everson. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Greg Hancock last. Wildcard cheated his opponents. Wildcard overtakes. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Wildcard comes in front. Races at the halfway stage now. First, Chris Harris. Right behind. Chris Harris lost the place. Wildcard last. What a Chris Harris takes the lead. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Chris Harris. Entering the crucial last bend. Chris Harris is in a class of his own. It was a fascinating series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows: Chris Holder, Greg Hancock, Andreas Jonsson, and close to the safety fence, Thomas H. Jonasson. The tape dries. It could end up badly. Greg Hancock left at the start. First, Chris Holder. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Thomas H. Jonasson drops into last place. Thomas H. Jonasson bringing up the rear. It could end up badly. Races at the halfway stage now. First, Andreas Jonsson. Close on his tail, Chris Holder. Andreas Jonsson is overtaken. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Chris Holder. Entering the crucial last bend. Chris Holder is in a class of his own. No stories in this race. Series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows: Matty Zagar, Ty Woffenden, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Troy Batchelor. The tape dries. It could end up badly. Greg Hancock left at the start. Troy Batchelor cheated his opponents. It could end up badly. Matty Zagar bringing up the rear. First, Ty Woffenden. Matty Zagar last. Races at the halfway stage now. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Matty Zagar bringing up the rear. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Ty Woffenden leading from the start. Entering the crucial last bend. Ty Woffenden wins! No stories in this next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows: Michael Jensen, Nicky Pedersen, Mats Janowski, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. The tapes rise. Elbow to elbow. An even start for the pack. First, Mats Janowski cheated his opponents. Greg Hancock last. Mats Janowski overtakes. Nicky Pedersen drops into last place. First, Michael Jensen. Nicky Pedersen bringing up the rear. Races at the halfway stage now. First, Michael Jensen. Mats Janowski takes the lead. Nicky Pedersen bringing up the rear. Mats Janowski lost a place. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. First, Michael Jensen. Entering the last bend. Mats Janowski takes the lead. Mats Janowski wins. Well worth it. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. At the gates, red, Greg Hancock. Blue helmet, Jarek Hampel. White, Jason Doyle. Yellow, Christoph Kasperzak. Start. It could end up badly. An even start for the pack. First, Jarek Christoph Kasperzak comes in front. Greg Hancock last. Christoph Kasperzak comes in front. Christoph Kasperzak drops into last place. It could end up badly. Jarek Hampel bringing up the rear. Greg Hancock takes the lead. Races at the halfway stage now. It could end up badly. First, Jason Doyle comes in front. Christoph Kasperzak takes the lead. What a thrilling moment. Christoph Kasperzak has let himself be cheated by his rivals. First, Greg Hancock. Entering the crucial last bend. Christoph Kasperzak. Greg Hancock is in a class of his own. It was a series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows: Jason Doyle, Matty Zagar, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Mats Janowski. Start. Elbow to elbow. Jason Doyle will not race in the rerun. Jason Doyle will not race in the rerun. From the inner curve as follows: Matty Zagar, Greg Hancock, Mats Janowski. Go! Greg Hancock left at the start. First, Matty Zagar. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. First, Matty Zagar. Greg Hancock last. Matty Zagar lost a place. Races at the halfway stage now. Third, First, that's Zajanowski. Close on his tail, Matty Zegar. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. There's no party at all. Matty Zegar takes the lead. It could end up badly. First, Matty Zegar. That's Zajanowski overtakes. Entering the last bend. Matty Zegar. Finishing we have Matty Zegar. Who will win tonight's GP? Matt Zajanowski wins this GP round. It's the start of the competition. We will see how the riders struggle at the beginning of today's meeting. From the inner curve as follows: Matty Zegar, Greg Hancock, Chris Harris, and close to the safety fence, Matt Zajanowski. Take off. Chris Harris has let himself be cheated by his rivals. A dangerous situation. First, Matty Zegar. Matt Zajanowski, last. It could end up badly. First, Matty Zegar. Matt Zajanowski overtakes. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Race is at the halfway stage now. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Matty Zegar in the lead from the gate. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. The situation changes instantly. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Matty Zegar leading from the start. Entering the last bend. Matty Zegar is in a class of his own. We've got the following lads on the finish line. It's time for the second round of heats. Is anyone capable of beating Yara Campbell? The gates. Red, Greg Hancock. Blue helmet, Ty Woffenden. White, Chris Holder. Yellow, Jason Doyle. Start. An even start for the pack. Elbow to elbow. First, Ty Woffenden. Greg Hancock, last. Ty Woffenden. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Race is at the halfway stage now. Ty Ty Woffington leading from the start. Greg Hancock last. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Entering the last bend. Ty Woffington wins. We've got the following lads on the finish line. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Fans have been crossing their fingers that Greg Hancock will finally win some points. The inner curve as follows: Nicky Pedersen, Niels Christian Iversen, Andreas Jonsson, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. Trains go up. It could end up badly, an even start for the pack. First, Niels Christian Iversen takes the lead. Greg Hancock last. Christian Iversen has let himself be cheated by his rivals. Greg Hancock last. Race is at the halfway stage now. Greg Hancock is way behind his rivals. Greg Hancock last. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Greg Hancock is still in 4th place. Greg Hancock touches the air fence, entering the last bend. Nicky Pedersen is in a class of his own. The following lads on the next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Ty Woffington once again prove his supremacy? As follows: Thomas H. Jonasson, wild card, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Michael Jepsen Jensen. Trains go up. A dangerous situation. Greg Hancock left out the start. First, wild card. Greg Hancock last. First, wild card. Greg Hancock last. Race is at the halfway stage now. Greg Hancock is way behind his rivals. Greg Hancock last. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Wildcard in the lead from the gate. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Entering the crucial last bend. Wildcard wins. Finishing we have. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Jarek Campbell once again prove his supremacy? From the inner curve as follows: Jarek Campbell, Greg Hancock, Troy Batchelor, and close to the safety fence, Christoph Kasperzak. Take off. Christoph Kasperzak comes in front. Greg Hancock last. A dangerous situation. It could end up badly. First, Jarek Hampel. Elbow to elbow. Christoph Kasperzak bringing up the rear. Christoph Kasperzak drops into last place. Race is at the halfway stage now. Jarek Hampel leading from the start. Christoph Kasperzak bringing up the rear. The situation changes instantly. A dangerous situation. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Christoph Kasperzak comes in front. Entering the crucial last bend. Is in a class of his own. Finishing we have top two riders from this heat qualify for the final. It's the start of the competition. We will see how the riders struggle at the beginning of today's meeting. From the inner curve as follows: Chris Holder, Thomas H. Jonasson, Greg Hancock, and close to the safety fence, Chris Harris. Take off. Elbow to elbow. Greg Hancock left at the start. First, Chris Harris drops into last place. Chris Harris last. Chris Harris drops into last place. First, Chris Holder. Chris Harris last. Race is at the halfway stage now. First, Chris Holder, right behind, Thomas H. Jonasson. Chris Harris bringing up the rear. It could end up badly. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Chris Holder leading from the start. Entering the last bend. Chris Harris drops into Chris Holder, wins. No stories in this race. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. Will Matsej feel the bitterness of defeat? From the inner curve as follows: Michael Jepsen Jensen, Matsej Niels Christian Iversen, and close to the safety fence, Greg Hancock. The tapes rise. Elbow to elbow. Greg Hancock left at the start. Niels Christian Iversen overtakes. Niels Christian Iversen takes the lead. Jensen drops into last place. Michael Jensen, Christian Iversen has let himself be cheated by his rivals. First, Janowski, close on his tail, Christian Iversen. What a thrilling moment! Christian Iversen takes the lead. First, Christian Iversen. Entering the crucial last bend. Christian Iversen lost a place. Janowski wins. It was a fascinating series of heats lie ahead of us. Clash between two unbeaten riders. Who will win this time? At the gates, red, Troy Batchelor, blue helmet, Greg Hancock, white, wild card, yellow, Jarek Hampel. The tape dries. A dangerous situation. Jarek Hampel touches the air fence. First, Troy Batchelor. Jarek Hampel last. Wild card takes the lead. End up badly. Jarek Hampel drops into last place. Greg Hancock is off. From the inner curve as follows. We've got the following lads on the finish. Next series of heats lie ahead of us. From the inner curve as follows. Greg Hancock, Ty Woffenden, Matty Zegar, and close to the safety fence, Christoph Kasperzak. Tapes go up. Elbow to elbow for all. From the inner curve as follows. Greg Hancock, Ty Woffenden, Matty Zegar. Start. Not the best launch from the gate for Greg Hancock. First, Ty Woffenden. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Greg Hancock last. Ty Woffenden. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. Races at the halfway stage now. First, Ty Woffenden. Right behind, Matty Zegar. Greg Hancock bringing up the rear. There's no party at all. Just one more lap and we'll know the winner. Ty Woffenden in the lead from the gate. Entering the last bend. Ty Woffenden is in the finishing we have into last session of the regular part of the meeting. From the inner curve as follows. Greg Hancock, Andreas Jonsson, Nicky Pedersen, and close to the safety fence, Jason Doyle. Go! Elbow to elbow. Jason Doyle touches the air fence. Jason Doyle is off. From the inner curve as follows: Greg Hancock, Andreas Jonsson, Nicky Pedersen. Tapes go up. Not the best launch from the gate for Greg Hancock. First, Andreas Jonsson. Greg Hancock, last. Nicky Pedersen takes the lead. First, Nicky Pedersen. Greg Hancock, last. Nicky Pedersen is overtaken. Races at the halfway stage now. First, Andreas Jonsson. Close on his tail, Nicky Pedersen. It could end up badly. There's no party at all. A dangerous situation. First, Andreas Jonsson. Andreas Jonsson takes the lead. Greg Hancock touches the air fence. Entering the last bend. From the inner curve as follows. We've got the following lads on the next series of heats lie ahead of us.